the agent created the hello world for LangChain and OpenWebUI. So now what we want to do is to install the requirements in this new environment for Python. I have put these things in the notes on the readme, so you can read it if you get lost in any moment, and the agent can help you as well. Okay, so we have installed the requirements. Now let's say again Python hello world OpenWebUI. We have some error. We need to import SSC starlet. So let's install that in our environment. Let's try again. Okay, seems ubicorn is running. That is the server for LangChain, LangServe. Now let's start our other virtual machine with our serve for OpenWebUI. We had the AI create this hello world OpenWebUI, and now we are running both our OpenWebUI server and our Python file with the hello world OpenWebUI. And what this is some endpoints that are using the fast API. So if we go to our endpoint, we can see in localhost/docs all the endpoints for the APIs that are created and that the system is using. And we can see that we have some from LangServe for chatting, and we have other ones. We're gonna be using this OpenAI compatible chat that the agent created. And now what we want to do is to connect this OpenAI compatible chat with our running localhost with OpenWebUI. So it uses the LangChain. Start from this screen, if whatever the user enters into this chat, instead of going straight away to ChatGPT company OpenAI, we have here the models from OpenAI. Instead of this chat going to OpenAI, is going to go to our internal API, that is this completions OpenAI compatible chat, and that is LangChain, and then go to OpenAI. So it will be this question, this request query will be augmented with OpenAI. So the way to do it, let's continue, is to go to and add a new model. So we have these models for the moment. So let's add a new model. We go to workspace and let's add. So we have here the AI also suggested some things. Model name LangChain. So let's go ahead and call it like that. So model name LangChain. API based URL, our local host for the moment. We're gonna change this as well. A new endpoint that the AI has created that is fully compatible with OpenWebUI. Start it again. This will be serving our models endpoint, because it seems that the connection for OpenWebUI needs like some models endpoint. Let's refresh this guy and search for model, and we have here models. Okay, so let's create a new endpoint, a new connection, sorry, and our connection has localhost 8000, and that's it. So that seems that is what we need. So create a new connection to localhost 8000, no additional path needed, and it will connect to models. Okay, let's try that. And now we have these two connections. They want to know OpenAI, so we just do the enable, no, save. Okay, that's it. Is disabled, so now is grayed out. Good. So now let's go back to our chat, new chat, select a model. Great. No models. Internal server error. Great. That's a bad thing for our. Let's at least fix that. Let's see what is happening. So we're gonna tell it here on models I get internal server error. So models I get internal server error fix. We put it on right, so I can use new connection. Start again. Okay, start it again, and let's refresh this page. Hopefully it works. Yes. Okay, permissions, whatever. Okay, but it's showing one model. That's good. Now that means that if we refresh in our new chat, select, we have now two. Cool. We have, what is this Arena model and LangChain GPT? Yeah, okay, Arena, interesting, but LangChain GPT is the one that we have created, so that's good. And now let's write something. Give me a match. Oh, excellent. OpenWebUI server connection error 404. Okay, that will be the next part to do. At least now we can connect to the model. Now let's see why we're getting that error. So again, let's go back to our windsurf. Now we say, now the endpoint is working, but when selecting the LangChain model on OpenWebUI and entering a query on chat box, I get 404. Okay, the importance of using the MCP tool is here using the MCP to find things on the file system. So it's thinking about the file system and doing things, reading and writing the file system using the MCP, not having to go and waste tokens trying to do it. So it's faster and you save tokens as well. Okay, did something, added multiple endpoint variations, connect regardless. Okay, first of all we need to stop the server and start it again. New test. Oh, excellent. LangChain, hello, how can I assist you today? So it seems that it's connecting with LangChain to a question that we can confirm. Yeah, so here we have a new API. LangChain is connecting to OpenAI on LangChain side, and then LangChain is using a endpoint that is the one that we are connecting to on OpenWebUI. That's why it's called the bridge pattern, because it's like a bridge between OpenAI, Chato, and our instance of LangChain. Now I'm getting response. Okay, but how to know the response is coming from LangChain augmented prompt? How to test? So we should commit soon in case anything bad happens. We can save our current locals state. Test this. Add distance login to OpenAI versus LangChain response. Okay, the distinctive login. So with the logs, let's do the test. So first of all, I think we have it in a kind of a log in a good state. So let's stop this server and let's see git status. Yeah, there's a bunch of things that changed. The requirements, we added the Web UI, OpenWebUI things, the hello world. Okay, so we're going to say, oh, an OpenWebUI environment and the key, open the secret key. This may be not a good practice to add secret keys into your git. So let's see this in source tree. The git has been changing, so yeah, we shouldn't have anything of the environment. I have some OpenWebUI env files on my git. Should I ignore all those? Of course. So this is how the git ignore should look. It was even suggesting here OpenWebUI env. That's one of the things, but let's see all the suggestions. But I like this list better because it has lots of things. So yeah, let's just copy all of this to the git ignore. We see that all of those things have disappeared now. Even this secret key, also let's ignore it. Ignore with that name. Okay, and this is the file that we have created for the server running the LangChain. So yeah, we have now requirements without version. We have our file for Python, and we have a git ignore. So let's say hello world OpenWebUI and the LangChain with running the server again. Okay, the server is running. Now let's ask something again to the chat window. Do we have to refresh? I don't think so, but let's refresh. What is the temperature in the North Pole? Well, you kind of have a relevant insight. Yeah, I can see it, LangChain integration processing, and we see the log here. What is the temperature in the North Pole? Okay, you should see the logs. Yeah, we see them. LangChain integration. That means that LangChain is taking this. So that means that we have verified LangChain and OpenWebUI are connected. Good stuff. In this lesson, we took another step in building your AI skills. If you want to go further, join my free Skool community. I will help you build your own AI agent step by step. And if you are serious about monetizing, check out my masterclass, where we create a complete virtual assistant that answers and makes calls, takes bookings, and sends SMS confirmations, ready to sell as a service. Join the community, and I will see you on the inside.